Open After Effects. Go to the Project panel. Create a new composition. Change comp name to Main. Preset Custom. Width 1920. Height 1080. Set duration time to 15 seconds. And click OK. We're going to work with this folder called Tutorial, and make sure to well organize your project panel. I will give you the project file link on my description. You can download the project file. As you can see now, I have created Scene 1, Scene 2, Scene 3. In this tutorial, we will create some background and manual chocolate-looking transition, and we will create some Parallax 3D animation also. Step 1. Creating background. Go to the project panel. Create a new composition. Change comp name to BG. Make comp size, and click OK. Now right-click to create a new solid. I am going to copy the gradient ramp effect. And paste it. As you see, you can change linear ramp to radial ramp. Ramp scatter to 300, and make sure to take a screenshot of the color code. Now go to the main comp. Search for the BG comp. Drag and drop on the main comp timeline. Step 2. Creating Scene 1. Go to the project panel. Create a new composition. Comp name, Scene 1. Make comp size and click OK. Now create a new text. Type We. I am using Montserrat font. You can download from anywhere in the website. Change font to extra bold, and align the text also. Now if you don't find the ruler, press Ctrl or Command R to enable the ruler. Set ruler to something like this. Now select the text. Ctrl or Command D to duplicate. Change text name to Love. This time I am going to change font style to medium and change the text size to 100. Also, I am going to change the bottom text size to 150. Again, adjust the ruler. Now select both text layer. Move the position. Again, select both text layer. Press P to open position property. Create a keyframe. Hold Shift and press Page Down button to 3 times to move forward 15 frames. Now select both keyframe. Move the keyframe at 15 seconds. Now go at first frame and change the position amount to something like this. Select all keyframe, press F9 to easy ease. Open Graph Editor and change the graph value to something like this. Make sure to activate the motion blur. Now, select the top text layer. Go at 15 seconds. Move the layer. I don't want the text to show off here. To hide this, go to the Tab menu, select Rectangle Shape, set Fill Color to White, and Stroke to None. Draw the shape to something like this. Now select the text layer. If you don't find the track matte, click on this icon to open track matte, or you press F4 to open track matte. Now change track matte to alpha inverted matte. As you see, the text is hidden. Now select all layers. Right-click to pre-compose. Change pre-comp name to text. Now go forward somewhere like here. Again, Press P and Shift S to open position and scale property. Create a keyframe. Go forward 15 frames, and change the position and scale value to something like this. Now select all keyframe, press F9 to Easy Ease, open Graph Editor, and change the graph value to something like this. As you see, the text animation will come here and goes down. Make sure to activate the motion blur also. Now go to the project panel, search for the branding logo, drag and drop on the timeline, and adjust few settings. Now select the logo. Press P to open position. Create a keyframe. Go forward 15 frames and create a keyframe. Again, go at first keyframe and change the position value to something like this. Now select both keyframe, press F9 to Easy Ease, and adjust the graph value also. Now go to the menu, select rectangle shape, draw the shape. Set track matte to alpha inverted matte. Perfect. Now select all layer, right-click to pre-compose, change name to opener. Step 3 to create shape wave animation. Go to the project panel, search for the shape image, drag and drop on the scene 1 comp timeline. Press S to open scale. Unlink the scale value. Set scale value 225 and 175. Change the position value also. Select the image. Go to the effect presets. Type ramp. Drag and drop on the shape layer. I have already copied the color code, and adjust few color settings. Set ramp scatter 50. And make sure to adjust the key points also. Again, go to the effect presets. Type bevel alpha. Drag and drop on the shape layer. Set edge thickness to 15 and light intensity to 0.20. Now go at 4 seconds. Press P on the keyboard. Create a keyframe. Hold Shift and press page down to move forward 10 frames. Create a keyframe. Again, hold Shift and press page down, move forward 10 frames. Create a keyframe. Now go to the first keyframe. Change the Y position value to 1457. Now go at second keyframe. Set the Y position value to 1050. If you preview this, it will pops up and slowly goes down. Select all keyframe. Press F9 to Easy Ease. Now go to the middle keyframe. If you don't have this keyframe wingman, you have to download Animation Composer. I will give you the download link on my description. After downloaded, you can activate from the windows and extensions. Now, unlink the keyframe wingman and tweak to the left side. Now, select the layer right, click to pre-compose. Change comp name to 1. Now go at 4 seconds. Press Alt left close bracket to trim the layer. Now select the layer. Control or Command D to duplicate. Pull downwards. Move forward 3 or 4 frames. Move the layer also. Hold Shift and arrow keys to move the position. As you can see, the edges are very disturbing. To fix this, you have to adjust the position. Now change the color, and again, duplicate the layers. Pull downwards. And move forward few frames. And change the color also. And adjust the position also. Now select bottom 2 layers. Right-click, choose Transform, flip horizontal, and adjust the position also. You have to do the same process. Now select the opener comp and move the layer somewhere like here. I need to animate when the wave hits on the logo. Press P to open position. Create a keyframe. Move forward 24 frames. Create a keyframe. Now at middle, again, create a keyframe and change the Y position value. Again, go at third keyframe. Change the Y position value 1639. As you see, when the wave hits the logo should pops up and goes down. Select all keyframe, press F9 to easy ease. Open Graph Editor. Now go at middle keyframe. Double-click to open keyframe velocity. Set incoming velocity speed to 12 pixels. And set influence to 80%. And outgoing velocity influence to 100%. Click here on checkbox Continuous Lock Outgoing to Incoming. And click OK. Now if you play back, the logo should be pops up and goes down slow and smoothly. Now press spacebar button to preview. Now go to the main comp. Again, go to the project panel, search for the Scene 1 comp. Drag and drop on the main comp timeline. So select the layer, press S to open. I want the wave to be a little bit bigger. Set scale amount to 105. Now go at 6 seconds, 15 frames. Hold Ctrl or Command Shift D to cut the layer. Delete the top layer. Now the Scene 1 is ready. Let's start creating Scene 2. Go to the Project panel. Create a new composition. Change comp name to Scene 2. Set width 1920. Height 1080. Make comp size and click OK. Now in Project panel, search for the coffee cup PNG image. Drag and drop on the Scene 2 comp timeline and adjust few settings. Again, select the image. Right-click to pre-compose. Double-click the comp. Go to the tab menu, choose Composition Settings, and change Comp Width 500 and Height 500. Make sure to adjust the scale and position value also. Now go to the Scene 2, press S on the keyboard. Set scale value to 79. Now again select the layer. Click here on checkbox to activate 3D. Press R and Shift P to open Orientation and Position property. Create a keyframe for the position and Z rotation. Select both keyframe. Move the keyframe at 1 second. Go at first frame. Set Z rotation value to -80 and change the Z position value to something like this. Select both keyframe, press F9 to easy ease. Open Graph Editor and change the graph value also. Make sure to activate the motion blur. Now we need to create text animation. To do that, create a new text. I am using Montserrat extra bold font. Now select the text layer. Go to the menu, select the circle shape. Draw the circle to something like this. Align the circle mask at the middle. Now open the text. Path option. Change path option, none to mask. Set the reverse path on. Change the first margin position -200. Now go to the menu. Choose Pan Behind tool. Change the anchor point at the middle somewhere like here. Press S to open Scale property. Create a keyframe. Move the keyframe little forward few frames. Set scale value to 0. Now open the text. Go to the path options. Create a keyframe on the first margin. Go at few frames forward, change the first margin value to -1766. Select both keyframe, press F9 to easy ease, and change the graph value also. Make sure to enable the motion blur. Now duplicate the text layer. Pull down above. Press R and change the rotation value to 180 degree. Press U to keyframe property. Select the scale value. Press F9 and change the scale graph value also. Now, we have to create line shape animation with the help of trim paths. To do that, first, you select the pen tool. Set fill to none. And stroke option to solid color. Change stroke amount to 15. Create a curve line to something like this. Now open the layer property. Shape, stroke, change line cap to rounded cap, and set line join to rounded join. Now add trim paths. Go at 1 second 15 frames. Open trim path. Change the end amount to 0. Create a keyframe. Go forward at 2 seconds. Change the end value to 100. select both keyframes. Press F9 to easy ease, and change the graph value also. Again, select the layer, change name shape to line. Press Ctrl or Command D to duplicate. Right-click, transform. Choose Flip Horizontal. Press Spacebar button to preview. Now we need to create some shadows for the coffee cup image. To do that, select the Image Comp layer, duplicate the layer. Again, select the bottom coffee cup image. Go to the Effect presets. Type CC Radial Fast Blur. Drag and drop on the bottom image layer. Change Radial Fast Blur amount to 100. And change the center amount 400 and mines 157. And again, type Matte Choker on Effect presets. Drag and drop on the layer. Set geometric softness to 0. Choke 1 mines 127. And set gray level softness 1 to 0. And again, go to the Effect presets. Type Fill. Drag and drop on the layer. Set fill color to black. I want to see the shadows. I'm going to create a new white solid to see the shadow effect. Oops. As you see, the shadow is not perfected. Let's fix this. Now select all effects from the Effects control. Copy all the effect. And delete the bottom image comp. Again, select the image comp. Right-click to pre-compose. Now duplicate the layer. Select the bottom layer. Paste all the effect which we copied earlier. Now you can see. It's a very beautiful looking shadow effect. Reduce the fill opacity to 10%. Now you can delete the solid layer. Again, select the main comp. Go to the project panel, search for the Scene 2 comp, drag and drop on the main composition timeline, and adjust few setting as I am showing. Now we need to give some transition. To do that, go to the Animation Composer, search for the Spin Zoom and Shake transition. Double-click to apply on the timeline. Now go at 10 seconds 15 frames. Hold Alt and press right bracket to trim the layer. Hit Spacebar button to preview. Finally, we have created Scene 2. Let's start create Scene 3. Go to the Project panel, create a new composition, change comp name to Scene 3, make comp size, and click OK. Now go to the Project panel, search for the coffee beans, PNG image. Drag and drop on the timeline. Press S to open scale. Change scale amount to 10. Again, select all layer. Press here to activate 3D. Now select each layer and move the position to something like this. Again, select all layer, duplicate the layer, pull down above, move the position to something like this. Go to the menu, select Rotation Tool, and you can change randomly the Z rotation to something like this. Again, select all layer, duplicate the layer, pull down above, move the position to something like this. Now again, select bottom 4 layers, duplicate the layers, and change the position randomly. Again, select all layers, Duplicate the layers. Pull down above. Change the label colors. Now you can change the position and Z rotation randomly. You have to do the same process until you get satisfied. Now right-click somewhere here to create a new camera. Set camera type to one node camera. Preset 28mm and click OK. Now select here one view to two views. Now select the red label layers. Drag up the Z rotation value to something like this. Again, select the yellow label layers. Drag up the Z rotation value to something like this. You can change the orientation and position to something like this. Again, select the blue label layer. Change the Z rotation value. As you can see now, we have created a parallax effect. Again, select the camera, open camera options. Turn on the camera depth of field. And set aperture 200 pixels. As you can see, there is little bit changes on the coffee beans. It seems like there is too much blurriness. So I am going to reduce aperture pixel amount to 150. Now select the camera, press P to open position property, create a keyframe, go forward somewhere like 3 seconds, and change the Z position amount to something like this. As you can see, we have create 3D parallax effect. Select both keyframes, press F9 to easy ease. Press space button to preview. Now select all layer. Right-click to pre-compose. Change pre-comp name to Parallax 3D Coffee Beans. I want to give some Z rotation animation. To do that, double-click on the pre-comp layer. Select the camera. Press R and Shift P to open orientation and position. Create a keyframe on Z rotation. Change Z rotation amount +80. Go forward 2 seconds, 15 frames. And change the Z rotation value to 0. Now select both keyframe, press F9 to easy ease. Now go to the Scene 3 comp. Go to the Project panel. Search for the logo. Drag and drop on the timeline. I forgot to enable the motion blur. Double-click here to open the pre-comp, select all. Press here to enable motion blur. Again, go to the Scene 3 comp. Activate the 3D. Press R, Shift P, and Shift S to open Orientation, Position, and Scale property. Change the scale value to 30. Go forward 2 seconds. Create a keyframe on position and the Z rotation. Set Z rotation amount to 44. Move the position keyframe at 3 seconds. Now you can change the Y position value to something like this. Again, move the playhead at 3 seconds. Set Z rotation amount to 0. Select all keyframes. Press F9 to easy ease. Make sure to add motion blur. Now go to the main comp. Search for the Scene 3 comp. Drag and drop on the main comp timeline and adjust few settings. Final step is to create chocolate transition. Create a new composition. Change comp name to transition. Set duration amount to 5 seconds and click OK. Now go to the menu. Select rectangle shape. Choose stroke option to none. And enable fill option to white solid color. Now double-click on the rectangle shape on tab menu. Now go to the effect presets. Type fill or ramp as your wish. Change ramp color to chocolate color. Again, go to Effect Presets. Search for the effect called Bevel Alpha. Drag and drop on the layer. Change edge thickness to 30. And change light intensity also. I need more chocolatey color, so I am change the color. Now go to the effect presets. Search for the effect called Turbulent Displace. Drag and drop on the layer. Drag up the turbulent displace on the middle. Now set amount to 150. Change the displacement turbulent to twist. Keep the size amount to 150 as for now. Again, change the amount 100. As you see, it's nothing happening until you move the position value. Now go at first frame. Create a new keyframe on position. Drag down the Y position, something like this. And as your wish, you can change the turbulent displace, amount, size, and evolution. Now go somewhere at 2 seconds. Drag up the Y position to something like this. Select both, keyframe, press F9 to easy ease. Now go to the main comp. Search for the transition comp. Drag and drop on the main comp timeline and adjust few settings. Hold Alt and right close bracket to trim the layer. Hit spacebar button to preview the entire project. Oops! As you can see, I forget to give opacity amount for the logo. Let me fix this. Double-click the Scene 3. Go at 3 seconds. Press T to open opacity. Create keyframe. Go at first frame. And set the opacity value to 0. I hope you all enjoyed my After Effects tutorial. Keep supporting me to reach 100K, and make sure to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned. Thank you.